The Corsa Sport Muffler upgrade would be an awesome choice for the 2017 and newer Raptor owners out there who are looking to turn up the volume on their Gen 2 truck, but would like to keep the factory tailpipes and tips in place to help keep the cost down while also retaining that factory look. Now your price point is going to hover right around the $800 mark, and the simple bolt-on installation will get a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter from me, with a little bit more detail to come later in the video. So Corsa is no doubt one of your premium exhaust solutions here on the site, and traditionally their systems will run you a pretty penny, upwards of $1,000 or more. In fact, is not too uncommon, but that's because you're getting a stellar build quality, excellent craftsmanship, materials and tone in return, and we'll talk about all of that here in a second. But first, guys, I did want to break down the modular approach Corsa took when it came to designing their Gen 2 Raptor specific systems. And what I mean by that is you're going to be looking at their Sport Muffler Upgrade Kit here. You're also going to find on the site their Resonator Elite Kit, and then last but not least, their Sport Catback exhaust system. Now, if you actually pair that Sport Catback with their Resonator Elite Kit, you have the full-blown Corsa Extreme. So again, a lot of options with the Corsa stuff, and I like this because it gives owners the ability to control just how loud or how quiet you want your truck to be, while also being able to control the price a little bit as well. But let's focus in on the Sport Muffler Upgrade Kit here. Again, I know there's a lot going on with Corsa and the Gen 2 Raptor stuff, but for the purposes of this video, we're gonna hone in on the upgrade kit that I have on the table with me. And more specifically from a sound perspective, right? Because that's what we're all here for. That's what we want to know when we're shopping exhaust systems. And as you guys heard with our sound clips, the Sport Muffler certainly delivers a noticeable increase in volume over the factory system. But at the same time, it's not going to rattle the windows or set off car alarms on your street. So with that in mind, and going to my tried and true Wake the Neighbor scale, I have the Sport Muffler Upgrade Kit coming in at a robust 3 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 the Wake the Neighbor scale. Sure, you're getting a little bit more turbo noise here in addition to more volume, but nothing quite like that Extreme system from Corsa, which does incorporate that Resonator Elite as I just talked about. Now inside the truck, on the other hand, things are as quiet as they were with that factory muffler still in place. And a big part of that is thanks to Corsa's patented tech known as the Reflective Sound Cancellation technology, or RSC for short. Now this is just Corsa's proprietary tech to isolate and cancel out any unwanted frequencies while cruising, better known to you guys as drone. And let me be completely honest with you here, I've had a few Corsa systems in my day, currently installed on my 2014 Mustang GT, and whatever this sorcery is going on with the RSC tech, I can just tell you it works. Corsa does point out though, guys, if you do a lot of towing with your Raptor, you're putting some added strain or load on your engine, you might encounter a little bit more interior noise than you would otherwise without pulling a load. So just something to point out there from Corsa. But let's switch our focus over to materials and construction, and as I pointed out earlier, gang, you're getting the cream of the crop with the Corsa stuff. This includes 304 grade stainless steel throughout, which is going to be the benchmark material in the land of aftermarket exhaust systems. Why? Because it's going to be the best at reducing corrosion. So a lot of Raptors out there that might spend a lot of time in the snow or driving around on the roads during the winter months, you see a lot of road salt, this is a great choice for you. In addition to owners who might spend some time on the beach, maybe driving through the ocean, whatever, the 304 basically, guys, at the end of the day is going to be the best at reducing that rust. But materials aside, this kit is very simple, guys. You're essentially looking at the Sport Series muffler. As you can see, some 3-inch tubing and the incorporated H-pipe, which will help shape the sound a little bit more, in addition to some other tubing as well. So not a lot going on with this kit, but I am happy to point out bolts right up to the factory piping on your Gen 2 Raptor without cutting, without permanent modification. Now, of course, it does like to point out a couple of cool things. This muffler will shed a few pounds from your truck, nothing crazy, but it will also increase the flow by about 11% over the factory can you will be replacing. Now, the elephant in the room, guys, price, right? Because Corsa stuff traditionally is a lot of dough. However, since this is such a basic system, you're gonna be spending right around that $800 price point. Factor this or compare this next to the full-blown Corsa Sport catback, where you get the big 5-inch tips, the tailpipes, the muffler, and more. Well, you're gonna be spending almost double the cost of the Sport Muffler Upgrade Kit here. So in short, guys, this is a great way to add that traditional Corsa sound, that drone-free operation, but for that sub-$1,000 price point. As is tradition, let's quickly touch on the install here, guys. And again, no cutting, no modification, everything is completely reversible here. So I'm gonna go 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe an hour or so depending on your setup and just how fast you like to work. Tool-wise, very basic stuff, right? Socket set, maybe an impact gun, along with a set of race ramps or maybe a lift to make things slightly easier for you. Getting started, you'll need to locate and loosen the 4 clamps on the factory muffler, allowing you to drop it from your rig. Now, once the factory can is out of the way, simply lift the Corsa into place, sliding the ends into and over the factory piping on the Corsa muffler here. Tighten all your clamps up and your installation is complete. So if you're looking to get that Corsa Sport Sound for your 2nd gen Raptor but would like to retain the factory tailpipes in an effort to save you some money, check out the Sport Muffler Upgrade Kit right here at AmericanTrucks.com.